following is a presentation of 2 Sports, the leader in local sports coverage. Welcome to Lehigh Valley Sports Scene.
Our coverage of baseball and softball come to a conclusion as the Blue Mountain League crowns a champion. The only original charter team left brings home their 4th title in 61 years. Philadelphia Force wrap up their inaugural season in the MPF with 1 win and 1 loss versus the Connecticut Breakettes. With high school football knocking, will the return of talent and experience help the Salisbury Falcons turn around? And a special race this past weekend in Fountain Hill raises money for several local organizations. Sit down, Sports Scene's next up to bat. Good evening and welcome to this Wednesday night edition of Lehigh Valley Sports Scene. Regina Patacci alongside Doug here, and like I said, we wrapped up our baseball and softball coverage.
Yeah, and there was a lot of good play. That Blue Mountain League Championship Series, the playoffs were tremendous, and it was good to see those 2 teams battle through, and I think a nice win for Martins Creek. Well, the 2 most historic teams in the Blue Mountain League are the Starters Orioles and the Martins Creek Creekers. Only fitting that the 2 battled for this season's BML championship. The best-of-5 series went all 5 games, with last night being the deciding contest. Angelo DiCarlo has the highlights from Pacioli Field in Martins Creek.
Orioles manager Ron Pumpkin Miller looking to win his 7th BML championship on Tuesday night. His team would hold a 1-0 lead until Martins Creek would even things up in the bottom of the 2nd. Omar Torres scores on the Josh Baltz RBI single. Starters regains the lead in the 3rd. Eric Kresge singles home Steve Moyer. Orioles up 2-1. But again, the lead can't last even a half inning as the Creekers load the bases in the bottom of the 3rd. And Torres gets his 2nd consecutive hit. This one a 2 RBI single, making it 3-2 Martins Creek. And the Creekers add 2 more runs on an RBI walk and a long sacrifice fly. It's 5-2 after 3. Next half inning, starters back again. They get a single because Brandon Nardella can't see the ball in the sun. Remember that for later. And the next batter, Dave Stout, jacks it deep to left center. Ball over, a 2-run home run for Stout. Starters back within 1. It's 5-4. From there, the scoring ends. The Orioles holding the Creek to no more runs, giving them a chance to tie it up in the top of the 7th. It's 1st and 2nd, 2 away. Ball hit to right field. The sun now down, and Nardella with a fantastic championship-winning catch. Martins Creek wins the BML title 3-2 with an exciting 5-4 win.
The sun was horrendous today. It was probably the worst it's been all year. Last 2 innings, it was down. It was fine. I thought it was going to be hit a little bit harder. It sort of died, so I don't know if I really had to dive, but I wanted to make sure I caught the ball, so I sort of dove for it.
If you know Nardella, that's a tame play. You know, that's an easy one for him, but he makes all the plays out there.
He makes those plays in his sleep all year long. I mean, right off the bat, I knew he was going to camp under that, and he did.
Unbelievable. It's an unbelievable feeling. Can't even describe it. Came a long way. We had lost guys to injuries. We had lost like 3 guys on vacations. Came a long way. Stuck together. Pulled it out.
I'm just exhausted, to tell you the truth. It's been a long year. I mean, they battled us every inch of the way. I've been saying it since the beginning of the week. I have a tremendous amount of respect for the starters. I mean, they've been killing us for years. So I can just say I'm exhausted.
I haven't won a game against these guys in probably 4 years. Haven't won a game in the playoffs. I mean, pitched well. Again, it's all these guys right here. All 21 of us. It felt good.
After starting off 9-11 and coming on, winning the championship, it's been awesome. It's great playing with these guys. Love it.
And what a way to conclude the 53rd season of Martins Creek baseball with their 4th ever league championship and 1st since 1996. In Martins Creek, covering the BML championship, Angelo DiCarlo, 2 Sports.
Last night, the Philadelphia Force have officially ended the franchise's inaugural season with a doubleheader against the Connecticut Breakettes, who will be fighting for the MPF championship come this weekend. In the first game on the night, Philly came out victorious as Jody Cox went out and just threw a 1-hitter Force were hoping to ride the momentum of their 5-1 win into game number 2. We take you out to ECB Stadium, Bicentennial Park, with the Force hoping to back-for-back wins, but Connecticut comes out with bats blazing right off the top of the first. A couple of singles and a double crosses 3 runs home. Sarah Pauly goes to work in the circle for the Breakettes, adding to her 125 strikeouts on the year, giving the Force nothing to spare, sitting down all 3 batters. Connecticut will add more in the second. Jermaine Fairchild snacks a 2-run home run. Going into the third, as we'll see her cross here, she's rounded. Force are already down by 7. Candace Field will relieve Jen Stewart on the mound in the third, but things don't look any better. The Breakettes prove how strong of a team they are. The Force defense also struggles a bit. Then Adrienne Ello, as we'll see it coming up, she connects Friel's pitch, sending it deep over the center field fence. It's her first home run of the season. But in the bottom of the inning, here she comes in first. In the 6th, Force trailing 11-0. Carrie Lito reaches first on one of 2 Connecticut's errors in the game. Then Jenna Hall comes through, stopping a shutout with her power, ropes a double, driving in Lito, and the sole Force RBI in game number 2. Breakettes go on to add 3 more. The final score of this one will be 14-1. But don't worry, Force fans, they will be back next year, and thank you all for their support over the ups and downs of their first season in the MPF and being here in Allentown. They finished with a 14-8 overall record. They just love coming out and playing the game.
The whole season long has been a great experience for the Philadelphia Force. People in Allentown are great. The fans out here, I love them, and I just had a really good season.
One thing that you're going to take away from this team, what is it?
I'll take heart. I'll take heart and fight, because even today we fought back and had a great 2 games. The first game we come up on top. The second game we fell short, but still I'll take heart and fight from this team. I love all my teammates, and hopefully next year is going to be a better year.
So as we take a look at the regular season final standings, Chicago Bandits came away with the regular season championship with a record of 30-12, and we'll see the Force bringing up the bottom with a 14-8 overall record, like I just mentioned. But like we said, they've had a great season. The top 4 teams will compete Saturday and Sunday in the semifinals and finals to take home the tournament title.
Tell you what, that Connecticut team, we had a chance to see them over this last weekend, or this last week. They are a tremendous team. It'll be interesting to see how they do in that upcoming postseason. We're going to switch gears to football. The 2-time Patriot League champ Lafayette Lepers introduced their seniors today, and is Salisbury football for real?
Pumpkin, what are you doing up there?
The new ABE Car Care Center got a new truck lift, and I just had to try it out.
You know what? As a car care customer, you are special because they take the time to talk to their customers about their vehicles.
Yeah, they're the best.
Pumpkin, come down from there.
No, I'm having fun. This is nice.
Pumpkin, come down from there. I have a donut for you.
That's all right. I brought my own donut.
ABE Car Care Centers.
The unexpected has happened. You've been injured at work. Your company says they'll be there for you, but your bills continue to grow with each day. Your fate will be in the hands of strangers. Will you be prepared for them? They're prepared for you. Turn to the law firm of Michael J. O'Connor & Associates, your workers' compensation and personal injury lawyers. Michael J. O'Connor & Associates. Let us fight for your rights.
Hi, I'm Larry Holmes, the former heavyweight boxing champion of the world. Champion of the world for 7.5 years. I know what I was thinking. Hey, what the heck were they thinking?
Join us each and every week for the sports show that takes you inside the minds of today's hottest sports stars. Larry Holmes presents What the Heck Were They Thinking?
Service Electric Cable TV presents the Donald Hunt American Heroes Golf Classic on Monday, September 11th at the beautiful Southmore Golf Course in Bath. For just $95, enjoy a great day of golf, dinner, and prizes, with all the proceeds going towards the KVM National Education Center to honor all veterans. Don Hunt believed, like so many of you, that our freedom starts with our vets, past, present, and future. For more information, call or visit our website.
Every weekend,
NASCAR runs wide open across the USA. And every weekend, Only Speed is live at the track.
It's one of the biggest stories of the year.
Covering every crucial moment leading up to battle.
Bottom line is, that'd be one hell of a race.
No one covers NASCAR like Speed. Feel like you're missing out on something without HD TV? Well, now you can experience television like you've never seen before with HDNet and HDNet Movies. HDNet's original award-winning news, sports, and entertainment programming and HDNet Movies' great lineup bring you spectacular 1080i high-definition images that are so sharp you'll feel like you're there, right in the middle of the action. Call this number now to get HDNet and HDNet Movies and get into the action.
There's a lot you can learn from Medea.
You're her foster mother, or you a prison mother. I'll take the prison for 200, Alex.
About self-pride.
They ain't what people call you, it's what you answer to.
They used to call a wild load.
Self-help.
I'm not smart like the other kids.
The best revenge is to prove them wrong.
And most of all, self-defense.
Shut up, old lady. I'm waiting for you at 3 o'clock.
Tyler Perry's Medea's Family Reunion.
Get it now on in-demand pay-per-view.
Time to learn one of our most powerful diverting phrases. We're working on it. Repeat.
We're working on it.
Good. Sanders. How come there's no local office?
We're working on it?
More confident. Why do I have to sign a contract?
We're working on it.
Outstanding. What about high-speed internet?
We're working on it.
Interesting.
Sir, are we working on it?
Define working.
Service Electric, more local channels and exclusive local programming not available on Dish.
Coming off of back-to-back Patriot League championship seasons, head football coach Frank Tavani is more anxious than ever to begin his 7th fall guiding the Lafayette Leopards. With a brand new state-of-the-art stadium and playing surface awaiting the Pards, Tavani and his team can't wait until September the 2nd when they take on Sacred Heart in Fairfield, Connecticut. Well, last year the preseason focus was on the Lafayette defense with the graduation of all 3 starting linebackers. This year's Leopard squad has finally gotten their chance to shine. With a hungry defense and the return of senior Brad Maurer to run the offense, Tavani can't wait to defend his Patriot League title.
Certainly, we can't sneak up on anyone, but that's where we want to be. We want to build this program to be a consistent winner, and along with that, comes the pressure of maintaining it. And I think our seniors have taken that upon themselves to keep leading this team in that direction and know that former players are dependent on them to do so.
For you, coming into your senior season, knowing that this is your team this year, what's that going to be like for you?
Well, I think for me, being a senior is just kind of sort of expand the role that I've already had as quarterback. I mean, you're the leader of the offense and sort of one of the team leaders just by the virtue of the position that I play. So I think just being a senior is going to kind of amplify that, and it's going to make me take even more central role leadership-wise.
You talked earlier about interest in the program from a fan perspective. Do you think the fact that you guys are now 2-time Patriot League champs, you've got a new facility here, that should help things out a little bit?
Great. I mean, one of the things that's going to help the most is recruiting, and obviously, I mean, that's something that comes from interest in your program. When prospective athletes start to see, they've got a good thing going here. I think it's something that we as seniors and as a program can be really proud of, that we've built up to this point where our program is becoming more and more attractive to fans, media, recruits, and everything else.
Justin, you said a few moments ago, it's a chance for you guys now to finally be those linebackers that everybody talks about. What's that like for you coming into this preseason now, finally getting that chance?
It's exciting every day. Because in the past, it's been, I was behind the 3 guys that were just great backers and great leaders. And now it's more of an opportunity to step up and take over where they left off and, and be a great example for the younger guys coming in and everyone else on the team, and because we're real excited about this year. So.
Marvin mentioned that training camp's been long. How excited are you guys to finally get a chance to play a game in a little bit?
Yeah, he's right. Training camp has been long. It's long every year. But every day, what gets us through is when we go out there and we know a Saturday is coming soon, that we're going to get to play against somebody else. And now we're under 2 weeks, and we talk about that, less than 2 weeks till the first game. And as a team, you know, when you start talking like that, people get excited. They really put things in perspective and say, wow, we're excited, the game's coming soon. But at the same token, you know, we have a lot of stuff still to work on. So and you get kind of, you know, you start to get the butterflies going, you know, first week coming soon. So, you know, it's exciting.
After 2 hard weeks of preseason, now starting the third, you know, you're getting tired. You know, on one another. So we'll be moving the scout teams tomorrow after this afternoon's scrimmage and really putting some preparation into Sacred Heart.
This could be the year the Salisbury football program makes some noise in the Colonial League. The Falcons won a couple of games last year after going winless in 2004 and have plenty of starters coming back. As Tom Micrance reports, there's a guarded optimism as Salisbury prepares for the 2006 season.
Could the Falcons turn the corner this fall and become a winner, or better yet, reach the postseason? Third-year coach Mark Sisley has 48 candidates reporting for preseason practice. 11 are sidelined with injuries. The good news is 9 starters are back on offense, 7 on defense. Many of those returning are 3-year starters, including versatile quarterback and two-way performer Kyle McFarland.
Last year he threw for over 1,600 yards and 16 touchdowns, both which were school records, and he led the Colonial League, so he had a great year. Also, he ran for over 500 and another 7 touchdowns. He kicks for us, he punts. He also, you know, he kicks extra points, and he led the team in interceptions. So he's a pretty, you know, exceptional player.
My first year as quarterback pretty much ever. So this year I feel real comfortable back there, taking control, and just I understand the offense, what to do, how to read certain things, and it's just the 2 years I got of experience before is really going to help this year a lot.
The Falcons won just 3 of 10 games in 2005, but many of those 7 losses were close, proving Salisbury was at least competitive.
We lost 4 games by a total of 13 points, so give or take a play here or there, we could have been 7-3. So and the kids realized that, and they've worked really hard in the offseason, and you know, by the end of the year last year, they really started to learn how to win.
Well, those games stuck in our minds for this offseason, and each time we had a training session or lifting, everyone just thought about that and made us work harder.
Besides McFarland, running backs Brian Bilger and John Gardis should shore up the backfield. Bilger scored 20 touchdowns last fall. Andrew Haldeman led the Colonial League in receptions by a tight end, and there's 10 returning offensive linemen.
It's really a good help because we've been playing for like 3 years now all together, and we know each other, we know what each other can do, and we know each other's style. I know, you know, if I break down, Kyle can run the ball, and we're like we trust. So the whole trust thing is we're really trustful, and we know what we can do.
Obviously, the bar has been raised higher with so much experience back. To say these seniors are hungry for success would be an understatement.
You know, that's the excitement, but now it's also pressure when we got some injuries, you know, hitting us. But it's going to hopefully make the kids work harder. They'll want to, you know, live up to those rankings and those preseason expectations. So hopefully they live up to it and it makes them work harder.
You know, everyone's saying that we're good, but what have we done yet? We haven't done anything yet, and we're trying to prove that we can hang with everybody else, and we want to be, you know, not, oh, they were pre-ranked there. We want to actually be ranked there at the end of the season.
The Falcons open their season September 1st, hosting Palmerton. Tom Micrance, 2 Sports.
Looks like Salisbury's out there working hard like all the rest of the football programs. And can you believe it's only a week and a half away?
It's great, and I tell you what, that Salisbury program, they've got Palmerton the first week, then Northwestern and Northern Lehigh. This is a team that all the coaches in the Colonial League have talked about as being the ones to beat. They're going to find out in week number 1. Well, a team that was tough to beat last season in Colonial League field hockey, Northwestern. They went 13-1. An inside look at their program when we come back.
More than Technicolor, TC Salon and Spa is your lifestyle. Total care. Too cute. Think Cinderella. Timeless classic. Take control.
Come as you are. Leave as you want to be. TC Salon and Day Spas, totally committed to you.
Gift certificates are available.
Top athletes choose the most experienced, diverse, and qualified sports medicine providers, and so should you. OAA Orthopedic Specialist takes a team approach to athletic injuries with the largest number of fellowship-trained sports medicine physicians in the area. Whether it's the care high school athletes are given from OAA's 25 athletic trainers, or the treatment that NBA, NFL, and professional soccer players receive, OAA offers the finest in surgery and rehabilitation. Make OAA your first choice. OAA Orthopedic Specialist. Excellence in orthopedic care.
Hi, I'm Tom DeWalt of DeWalt's RV, and I'm proud to present the first ever Lehigh Valley Harvest Jamboree this October 7th and 8th at the Schnecksville Fire Company Fairgrounds, Route 309, Schnecksville. The event benefits nonprofits in the Lehigh Valley and will feature non-stop entertainment, including the Cat Country 96 Country Idol contests, rides, games, pumpkin decorating, RV exhibits, fabulous foods, and much more. Help to welcome fall and support Lehigh Valley nonprofits by celebrating at our Harvest Jamboree this October.
Hey, I'm Ethan Zahn, and yours truly will see you weekly on FC Fox. It's your ticket to everything going on in our soccer nation. Hang out with the man on the street. Fine-tune your game with soccer tips from the pros in our conditioning and training segments. Plus, real-life stories from stars of the game. FC Fox this and every Friday exclusively on Fox Soccer Channel.
How does Prolog Express Broadband stack up to other providers? Let's see. That's them. This is us. Them. Us. Them. Us. No other broadband service comes close to Prolog Express. That's because of our new network that's 12 times faster, our unlimited tech support, and free Wi-Fi hotspots. Other providers may say it's just not fair, but Prolog Express is just better. Prolog Express Broadband is brought to you locally by Service Electric Cable TV and Communications.
He's got the looks. He's got the charm. Unfortunately,
Live with your parents.
Matthew McConaughey.
Is there a problem? No.
Sarah Jessica Parker.
He's smart, sweet, he's cute. How cute? Cute.
Failure to Launch. Available now on pay-per-view. Check your on-screen guide for channels and start times.
It's gonna take a stick of dynamite to get me out of my parents' house.
Failure to Launch. Rated PG-13. Get it now on in-demand pay-per-view.
Imagine the power, the freedom, the ability to enjoy every moment of your life and never miss a minute of your favorite entertainment. Now it's possible with digital video recording. Control live TV just like a DVD. Plus quickly record shows and schedule future recordings while watching your current program. Easy to use, inexpensive DVR.
In Colonial League field hockey, the Northwestern Tigers are getting ready for their first game of the season when they host Pleasant Valley on September the 1st. This year, they have big goals in mind. As Leah Kosi tells us, they're hungry for another dominating season, but this time, they want medals in the end.
They may have lost 5 seniors to graduation, but that doesn't seem to be bringing any spirits down as the Northwestern Lehigh Tigers work to get back to where they were last year at the top of the West Division with 13 wins and only 1 loss going into the postseason.
We did lose some great players last year. Kendall Billig, she was dominant in the midfield. Brianna Ernie was our leading scorer. Kayla Davidson, Stacy Sager, they were always putting some spunk into the lineup, when we needed it. And Amanda Vasquez was the solid rock of our defense. So we've lost some key players, but I think the junior and sophomore class are really ready to step up this year and fill those roles, and they know that they have high expectations for themselves, and I have the same. So I think they're ready to step into the shoes and do what they have to fill the voids.
There are a number of returning players that are expected to be a dominant force on this year's team, as well as some new faces that are fitting in just fine.
I like how we all get along. We're all like a really close family.
We have a lot of fun together.
I think that this year we can go a lot farther with the teamwork. I think we have better attitudes this year, and I'm looking forward to seeing us mesh a lot better than last year. So I just think on pure attitude, we could go a lot farther.
Looking ahead to a new year, the Tigers have one goal: to start off strong and stay on top till the end. Last year, after finishing the regular season 13-1 with 10 shutouts, 37 goals scored and only 6 allowed, the Tigers broke their 12-game winning streak when they fell to Catasauqua in the Colonial League semifinal game, followed by an even bigger loss to Southern Lehigh in the District 11 2A quarterfinal round.
Last year we were close somewhat as a team, but I think we could have been a whole lot closer, and I think that would have helped.
We had a great team, but we just, at the end of the season, we didn't put as much in as we should have. We were out there playing our hardest, but sometimes your hardest just isn't the best. You know, you really got to want it. And I think last year, towards the end of the season, the team started to die. And I think this year, we're really looking just to set small goals, take it one game at a time. And our goal is to peak at the end of the season rather than, you know, in the beginning or the middle, because the end is what eventually, you know, counts and gets you to go the farthest.
Northwestern will open up league play Tuesday, September 5th when they face Saucon Valley for a second year. And the Tigers are hoping for just as much success as they had in their last meeting, walking away with their first shutout victory. At Northwestern Lehigh High School, Leah Kosi, 2 Sports.
On Saturday, the mayor of Fountain Hill, along with the Yasso family, held their annual 5K race benefiting James Kelly and George Yasso scholarship funds. Krista Mayer was on the scene and has more.
In Fountain Hill, a summer wouldn't be complete without the Mayor's Cup 5K race, now also named in memory of George Yasso. And on Saturday, 140 people came out to run, walk, or help with this year's race.
This is our 9th annual Mayor's Cup 5K race, and 2 years ago we added the George Yasso Memorial race to this to the title of this race. So it's a community outing for the borough of Fountain Hill, and in memory of George Yasso, who passed away a few years ago. And it's about raising money for scholarships for graduating students that are moving on to college.
And every year, the whole Yasso family comes out to support the cause.
My uncle designs the race. All my dad's brothers are here. My sister ran. Another sister out working the course, helping. So you know, it's we all like to get together for it. It's always a good time.
It feels like so good. Like they have a bunch of things like for my dad, and he grew up here. Like it's just so nice to see all these people and like everyone volunteering and like coming out. And it's like so good, and like it feels so good to see this turn out. Like so it like really means a lot.
The proceeds from the 5K also support a great cause.
We give 4 $1,000 scholarships out, 2 to the male and female scholar athletes from the borough of Fountain Hill who are graduating and going on to school. And there's 2 for the memory of George Yasso that go to the graduating students from Liberty High School that went through the Hurricane basketball program, because George Yasso was so integral and inspirational to that program.
This year's runners said this course was definitely not a piece of cake.
It was rough. I think some people were complaining. They advertised it was going to be a little flatter, but it seemed like it was the exact same hilly course from last year.
The course for me is tough. It's hilly course, and I like running down at the seashore where it's flat, but I survived.
But despite the hills, George Yasso Jr. accomplished his goal.
I did all right, 23-12. I still held off my little sister, so I think this was probably the last year I'll be able to hold her off.
And after the race, people hung around for food, entertainment, and a chance to win in the raffle. So another successful Mayor's Cup 5K race in memory of a well-remembered name to family and friends. On the scene in Fountain Hill, Kristen Mayer, 2 Sports.
Well, they definitely had a great weekend for it. It wasn't too hot, it wasn't too cold, and it looks like that was a lot of fun for a great cause.
Great cause, and yeah, you're right, perfect weather. And I will not reveal what my time was on my first 5K, although the winner could have ran it twice and still beat me, so that gives you a little hint.
It doesn't matter, as long as you finish.
That's correct.
It was the cause that mattered.
Well, that'll do it for tonight. For Regina Potocny and everyone here at Service Electric 2 Sports, I'm Doug Heater. Thanks for watching Lehigh Valley Sports Scene.